Hey, everyone.
Hey.
Welcome to the patch.
And it's official.
Go.
Also, we
sick,
have a pumpkin.
People are sick of the double intro, so this week,
Oh, really?
Gus, Ashley, Ryan.
What's a
Is
double
it killing you inside?
I normally intro myself at the top and the bottom.
He does.
Oh, well.
Everyone's sick of it.
You
Yeah.
deserve it, Gus.
I like the fact that we restrict ourselves to an hour. I feel like, it's a lot more rapid fire. You gotta get your discussion in.
Fair point.
Well, you're very precise about it.
Yeah.
I actually just ordered a new, better looking Hourglass first today.
You don't think this is gorgeous?
This one's right here. Can hear you, Gus.
This we're gonna have a retirement party
Hourglasses
for it.
have ears, bitch.
We're gonna take it out after this episode and smash it.
Oh, dude.
What? We're gonna put it out to pasture.
Well, one, it's plastic. It's probably just going to bounce. But anyway.
Yeah, it's fine.
Ashley, welcome.
Welcome.
Hi,
I have
thanks.
to say, okay, so you do all of our Rooster Teeth news.
Yeah.
So do you feel overqualified to be sitting here right now?
No, I'm actually, I'm actually really worried that there's going to be expectations for, like, I have the luxury with news is that anything I talk about, I get to spend
Research.
time and research and be like, yes, well, these numbers, and then I write a thing that is very like it's word by word specific. And it's really easy to sound smart when you do that and then, like, just read it back.
Now you're on the spot.
I know. Now I have to actually know things. And
Like
that's a lot
dozens
harder.
of people are watching.
Literally 5 or 6.
Hi, Mom.
I saw there was a comment that was really critical of the patch a few weeks back when we were talking about Xbox.
Wait. You're saying people on the internet are mean?
Yes.
Bring it in a little bit. We can kind of huddle together and feel better about
I
ourselves.
cried a little.
Okay.
To, like, the Command and Conquer thing that just happened. EA canceled the new Command and Conquer game, and they shut down the studio.
I think that was an Austin-based studio.
I thought it was in LA. Victory?
Victory, I think they were here. Yeah.
Well, maybe we can throw them a pity party.
Yeah. And they had, I think, if I recall, they had showed the first teaser image for that at the VGAs like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was originally announced was Command and Conquer Generals 2, and then they took it from being a campaign-based strategy game to a free-to-play, multiplayer, economy-based strategy game, which I don't even know how you do that with a single project. And then when, I guess, based on negative feedback from the alpha, this is obviously not what people want.
They got all the way through an alpha and then dumped it? Wow.
Yeah, it was
All
like
right.
it was like an early alpha, I think, and they decided to scrap it. They shut down the studio, and they're going to try and give those people jobs elsewhere, and then reevaluate, I guess.
I think when that studio opened, it was initially branded as a BioWare studio. Because if I recall, when the VGA announcement was, they showed it as a Command & Conquer game being developed by BioWare. And then it was just a team who then branched off and
I'd play that.
Moved into its own studio. Well, apparently not. You're not going to. It's
Well, maybe
gone.
if they'd made that game instead of the multiplayer economy-based whatever.
I'd be really curious to see, I would have been curious to try it. I wish I had a chance to play the
Well,
alpha.
if they got to an alpha, I'm sure it's still floating around out there. Of
I
course,
thought you
if it's
hated
multiplayer.
RTS.
Yeah, but I gotta play it. I gotta play it. I hate RTS because I'm terrible at it. It really is what it boils down to. It's like single player, I'm like a god, and then multiplayer, I'm just like getting squished. It's like so insulting.
I've watched. There was a video a little while back that came up on Kotaku of one of the main guys that does a lot of that. And while it is really impressive the number of actions per second they do, and sometimes I'm sure that's necessary, a lot of it looked like it was just clicking to be clicking. Like, here's an action.
Yeah, click, just moving the camera.
Yeah, it's like, okay, this guy goes here. It's like, okay, we get it. Like, you can just make that one move. And they argue it's like, well, to keep their fingers limber and keep them moving. It's like,
All right, because it's going to cool down if you don't use it for a second.
these they just they tense up. You
it's
don't want to
their
lock
tools.
up. You don't want to go swimming and then or eat and then go in the pool. That's what happens to your fingers. It's like
Sorry,
Yeah.
what's it like?
it's the 2-stage grunt and claw. Well, speaking though of Warcraft 3, there's a Warcraft. Did you see this? The
that
Warcraft
thing.
4 mod that someone's done for StarCraft 2.
Oh yeah.
So they're using World of Warcraft assets.
It's very pretty.
I don't
Looks
even
really,
know
really
how
good.
they managed to make that work. That's like magic.
That's really, really interesting. That's a lot of dedication. How long did they say? Did they
Well,
say
the
how long they were
trailer's all
working on it?
in I believe it's Japanese. I think it's a Japanese developer or not developer, but a modder that is doing it. And it's I didn't get a lot of details on it, other than it just looks really pretty. Like most of it was illegible to me as it was in a foreign language.
Right.
So,
But seriously, it looks like what you'd expect of Warcraft. It's amazing, which is nice because Warcraft 4 would be like pretty
One
great.
day. I mean, I think we can all hope for that, but I don't think there's been any.
No,
news on that.
there's been nothing remotely
Which
like
is funny
that.
because it's not like there's no demand for it. I mean, right? There are people out there that want it. It's not just me.
Well,
I
I mean, I
think-
have a theory.
I mean, I have a fan site.
Go on.
My theory is that you know how they have this Warcraft movie that they're working on,
Uh-huh.
and they've dated it. They've dated it for December 18th, 2015, like down to the day. I'm like, it just makes me wonder if they're gonna do more to, I guess, build the Warcraft franchise like around that movie, like maybe Warcraft 4. And it could be a WoW expansion too, but
Like a
I'd like to
tie-in
think
of
it'd be a
some
new
kind.
Warcraft.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like I can imagine setting a hard release date for a movie like that, but for some reason setting a hard release date that far for a game that hasn't even been mentioned seems scary to me.
You know what
No,
scares me about?
you're right, and it is Blizzard, so they might just
Yeah.
be like, nah, it's not ready. Maybe 2018.
What scares me about what you're saying is what if we ended up getting Warcraft for the movie, the game?